Assalamualaikum and hi everyone, my name is Nur Syuhada Binti Basseri 1241228. Today, I will be presenting the evolution of media effect theories, focusing on how our understanding of audience influence has changed over the last century. We will explore three foundational frameworks: the hypodynamic media theory, the two-step flow theory, and finally the selective exposure theory. These theories represent a journey from viewing audiences as passive receivers to seeing them as active, selective participants in the media landscape. Now, let's look at the media effect theories overview. To understand these theories, we must look at the continuum of media influence. We start with the hypodynamic media theory, a strong effects model which suggests media has a direct, immediate, and powerful impact on people. As society evolved, scholars introduced the two-step flow theory, a moderate effects model. This theory argues that media doesn't hit everyone directly. Instead, it is filtered through social leaders. Finally, we have the selective exposure theory, or the limited effects model. This view shifts the power entirely to the audience, suggesting that we actively choose what to watch based on what we already believe. Essentially, we have moved from a time of media control to an era of audience choice. And now, let's look at the hypodynamic media theory. This emerged in the early 20th century as mass media like radio and cinema expanded. Following the World Wars, researchers believed media functioned like a magic bullet that could inject messages into a passive public to create uniform behavior. The core concept is that audiences are vulnerable and lack the critical thinking to resist media messaging. For a Malaysian example, we saw this during the COVID-19 pandemic. Unverified messages on WhatsApp about food shortage led to immediate and uniform panic buying across the country, showing how direct media messages can trigger a mass uncritical responses. Next, by the 1940s, researchers like Paul Rosenfeld realized media influence was more complex, leading to the two-step flow theory. The historical context changed when studies found that voters were more influenced by people they knew than by the media. The main concept is that information flows in two steps. First, from the media to opinion leaders, and then from these leaders to the public. In Malaysia, we see this clearly during election. Rather than just following news reports, many Malaysians look to the social media influencers, academics, or religious leaders to help them interpret political platforms and decide how to vote. And finally, as media choices exploded with cable and the internet, the selective exposure theory emerged. This theory is rooted in psychology. It posits that we avoid cognitive dissonance by choosing media that aligns with our existing values. The audience is now fully active, using filters to engage with supportive content while ignoring anything that challenges their worldview. We see this in contemporary Malaysia through social media echo chambers. Users on TikTok or Facebook often follow accounts that only validate their specific cultural or political views, which reinforces their existing beliefs rather than changing them. Okay, now, in conclusion, the evolution of these theories shows a clear shift. Now, we are no longer just passive targets, but we are active negotiators of information. While the hypodynamic media theory shows our vulnerability to panic and the two-step flow theories shows our reliance on trust, while the selective exposure theory highlights our autonomy and our biases. Understanding this progression is vital for navigating to this multicultural and digitally connected Malaysia. Thank you for your time. That's all from me. Bye. Assalamualaikum.